Hello everyone, welcome back to the course Financial Mathematics for Actuaries, second part. We are learning the loan amortization principle. In this session, we are going to learn how to compute the loan outstanding balances and also how to compute the installments, and then we'll learn the loan amortization schedule. Let us now use the Excel to construct the loan amortization schedule. Remember that in illustration 2 we had this problem, that is construct an amortization schedule for a $5,000 loan to be repaid over 6 years with a 6 payment annuity at an effective interest rate of 6% per year. And if you remember, we have had a table like this. Okay, a table up like this. There I have already mentioned that this is the initial loan amount, and this is the installment that you have computed using the prospective method. Okay, that is the present value of this given the interest amount. Stated interest rate is 6% and the n is equal to 6 year. Okay, and therefore using the formula you have got this one. Now what is this? This value is basically the 6% of your 50,000 rupees. Okay, sorry, $50,000. Okay, that is $300, and then this $300 will go towards the interest payment, and you will remove this $300 from this, you will get this much amount that will go toward the principal amount, and therefore the principal is reduction. Okay, this much will be reduced from the initial loan balance, which will be given the outstanding loan balance at the period 1, that is B1 is equal to this, B2 is equal to this, and B3 is equal to this, B4 is equal to this, and B5 is equal to the, and then therefore balance at the 6th period balance will be equal to 0. Now you may be wondering how this table actually come. We can easily do this using the Excel. Let us now try in the Excel and see whether we will get the exact same table or not. Okay, so let us now open the Excel, and there first we have to enter the initials, that is the loan amount, that is L is equal to 5,000, that is the loan amount or the loan initial amount, and the number of installment, that is number of installment, okay, which is equal to what? Equal to 6 installment, okay, 6 payment, and the interest rate or the effective interest rate given as, now this is 6%, or we can simply rewrite this as 0.06. okay, and then we will use to compute the installment amount, that is high, and then we will simply use that installment amount will become what? A angle, okay, that is A of, or we will have like, sorry, using A angle N at I, right, and then using this, or in the Excel we will use what is called PMT. Then let me open this Excel first here. Okay, so here let me put it in this way. So look at, I have already done it for you, but I will show you how to do it. Now this is the loan amount you have entered. Okay, this is 50,000, 5,000, and the time period, that is installment time, is 6. Okay, and here, and the annual interest rate is 6%, so I have written here 0.06, and then now you need to compute the installment amount. So use here the formula, that is PMT equal to PMT and then bracket and then start this one, that is the V4 here, the interest rate. Okay, so here I will compute. Now you log this V4, okay, that is this interest rate, okay, and then the time, that is B2 here, and then we will click on this one, right. So let me write it here. Okay, first type PMT, okay, PMT, and then therefore here this is rate, so we will click at rate, okay, and then we will click at the time period, and then we will click at this one, okay. Now remember that this will give us a negative value, so we will just put it before here in minus sign, and then the rest of this one is 0 and this one is 0. So simply I will close the bracket and then we will write it here. So this exactly the same thing. Now you need to lock this using this dollar sign here, and so I will lock it here for us. Okay, that same thing I have done initially. So now after this you have just got the initial installment amount, that is $1016.81. Okay, so now write all this thing here, year, installment and the interest payment. Okay, year, installment, interest payment, principal amount and outstanding balance. Note that initially outstanding balance will become 5000. So I will do it for you here, okay, so that you can easily get it. So let me click it here, or simply this is equal to this one, okay, sorry, not this one. This one is simply equal to this one, so I will get 5000 here, okay, and then we will have, this is the 0, so I have 1, 2, 3 up to 6 time period, okay. So I will now have, this one is simply I will write equal to this one, so that I will get the same value here. Now how do you compute this one? This one is simply the interest time this one, okay. So here if you can click it here, it will say like E11 multiplied by the interest. So now to compute this, you will have this one multiplied by the interest amount here, okay. Now let us lock it, like this, and we will get the interest amount 300, okay. So now, so like this, so this minus this you will get here. So here nothing but this, see, so equal to this one minus this one, enter, you will get 716.81. now what is this? This one is this value minus this value, so we will get equal to this value minus this value, okay. So I will get 4283.19. Okay, now for second here also you can now take the same amount, so you will click it here. Okay, so it will become this, and then this is what you just have to compute this one as your this thing. Okay, multiplied by the rate of interest again, and here also you can just lock it. So this one, okay, so you will get, okay, 256.99, that same amount here. Okay, or you can simply, because you have already done it here, you can simply drag this. I think you can get the same value. Okay, okay, so you can drag it here. So I no need to do it again here, so you can simply drag it here to get the value. Next value you will have 759.82. similarly you can drag it from here. Okay, now once you get this, okay, you can easily select it, right, and then you can drag it here, you will get the same value. Okay, this is the exactly same one. Now you have just copy it and you can now see it here. This is nothing but your this one. Okay, so I think you have understood how to construct the loan amortization schedule. Okay, using the Excel. We have to use the command that is equal to PMT, and remember that what is the effective interest rate and what is the time period and what is the loan amount. Now let us do another example here. Okay, so sorry, look at here. It will take some time. Okay, so take this. If now look at here, if the loan amount is 10 lakh rupees, suppose imagine that you have just taken a loan amount of 10 lakh rupees to buy a car, let's say for example, and you want to repay it within 5 years, and therefore the time period is 5 years with the rate of interest is 8% per annum. Okay, so with 8% per annum, you want to complete the loan amount within 5 years. Okay, and now therefore how much installment you like to pay here, or what is the installment amount in the period 1 till the end of the loan period. Okay, to do that, see here, this interest rate is for annum. Okay, and therefore you need to compute the monthly interest rate. Okay, and therefore here in the loan amount is will be like repaid in 60-month period of time, and therefore we need to compute the interest rate monthly, which will become 8% divided by 12, which is equal to this one. This is simply this divided by 12, and then you will get the amount here. Okay, so using the same principle here, now you are going to compute this installment amount, that is this one. This one is simply by you can compute it using the PMT function again, that is equal to PMT. The rate of interest here is now this one. Okay, this one, and you have locked it here, this one, and then the time period is now 60. Okay, and then the loan amount is this one, and then you can easily compute it here. Okay, so now you have just make it equal to this one. Okay, and then for this you again write equal to, click it here, B6, and then you will get this symbol, then this value, for this equal to this one multiplied by the rate of interest, that is E10 multiplied by the rate of interest here, monthly rate of interest, that is B5, right, and then you have left. So, and then again this value minus this value will give us this value. So simply B11 minus C11 is equal to this one, and then for this value, this one is simply the this one minus this one, okay, that is E10 minus D11. So this one. Now one more step you just have to do is now drag this here, and then again you can, because you have just done it, so you can easily drag it here to get this value, or you can easily drag it here to get this value. No need to do anything now, and then you can simply click it here, okay, and put it up to your 60 period of time. See here in the 60 period of time, okay, in the end of the period your loan amount will become this one. Now what you have seen here, one interesting stuff, the total amount you have paid that goes towards the interest payment is equal to this one, that is 2,16,583.66. This much value will go to, this much amount is you have just paid as interest rate, and this is the initial loan, that is the principal amount, and therefore the total amount you have paid is 12,16,583.66. Like this you can easily compute any number, okay. So just you can now change it. Suppose that the loan amount will become 15 lakh, okay, instead of 10 lakh. Now you need to compute it as 15 lakh. So you just mention here 15 lakh, and the amount will be repaid within 5 year monthly payment, that is again 60, let's say, and the rate of interest is now let's say 6%, okay. So we will simply have a 0.06. now I'm changing the value here, accordingly everything will change now, okay. So now the installment payment will become, okay, around 29,000, and then again you will see that the loan amount is reduced here. So one interesting stuff here, we'll see the loan, the loan amortization schedule will give us initially the interest payment is high, okay, initially the interest payment is high, okay, the higher amount or will actually go towards the interest payment initially, and the lower amount will be like go towards the principal payment. But as you go on, okay, the interest payment will be reduced, okay, significant, like reduced or decreasing, but the amount that will go towards the principal will be increasing, okay. So at the end of the time, when 60th payment you have made, okay, that is out of this 28,999, your interest amount will be only 144.27 rupees, and the like the amount that will go to the principal is actually increased, that is 28,854.93, okay, and then this one actually will deducted from the initial loan balance, and then your total loan balance will be this. Now we can simply put, to be very curious, you can just see it here, this value is actually, let me copy this and put it in another slide to just show you how the graph look like, okay. Okay, let us see it here. right? This is what I was talking about, right? As your payment goes on, okay, so you will get this table, like the table. Now you can see that this is simply the blue line is the interest payment, which is gradually it is decreasing, whereas the orange line here is the principal payment. So gradually it is increasing. This is interesting, right? So I believe you have understood what is loan amortization schedule and how it is useful, how to construct the loan amortization schedule, okay, that is how to construct the loan outstanding balances and the principal, and how to construct the installment. Everything you have learned now. Let us now work to understand this a problem and solution way.